Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl LB Johnson back with another video. So let me tell y'all, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a video. I did a video on this topic last night, and once I played it back, there was absolutely no sound on the video. I don't know if my mic wasn't plugged in or what. I don't know what happened, but it was absolutely no sound whatsoever. And now we're getting back into it. Hopefully I remember all the messages. I put them in my phone, but I'm using my phone to record. So let's see if I can get it and remember. But so this message is for my Kingdom wives. It's a prophetic message from God, and it's from my Kingdom wives. So it's from my Kingdom wives. I had got something else for this message this morning too, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I remember as the video go on. Let's get into it. Welcome back, y'all. I'm so grateful for y'all being here. Thank y'all. Give me just a second. Let me try to get this truck cooled down, warmed up, because it's freezing and it's about to cut off. So give me a second. So yeah, what's up? So they got me here out early into my day and got me a load yet, and they don't really had me down this whole weekend without a load. I don't know what's going on, but they need to give me a load for your girl can make some money, you know. Your girl need the money. So anyways, so last night it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was up just vibing, just having a good old time. My son was asleep. My dog was in there with my son and not up under me, y'all. Like, that's my other child. But everybody was asleep. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I was cleaning up and I was just enjoying myself. And I was listening to music. I had ended up cooking some dinner. Me and my son had already ate dinner, but I ended up cooking. I had really been in a good mood, y'all, for me to be doing all this at 2 o'clock in the morning. But I ended up cooking my son some dinner for today, for when him and my mom get there this afternoon. Cooked him some dinner, and I washed a couple of loads of clothes. I just was up doing stuff. I don't know. I had smoked me a good old cigar, drunk me some coffee. That's why. Because I was just about to say, I don't know why I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning doing all of it. I drank me some coffee at 11 or 12 o'clock last night. So that's why I had all that energy. I just thought about that. That's why I had all that energy. I'm like, why was I so busy? Smoked me a cigar and drank me some coffee at 12 o'clock last night, and it just rolled over. I was just up, moving. So, but in the process of me doing all of this, I was talking, I was listening to music, and then eventually God was like, hey, let's talk. And I turned off the music and began to talk to God. So, of course, you know, I like to talk about the Kingdom spouse, even though sometimes I get overwhelmed and be over it. But I like to talk about the Kingdom spouse with God sometimes, you know. And so as I was talking to God, I can't remember what was my original question to God. However, I do remember God informing me that the Kingdom wives is the glue to the relationship. The Kingdom spouse, they do know, they're aware that you're their Kingdom wife. I mean, the Kingdom husband is aware that you're their Kingdom wife. They're aware that you're their wife. They don't know anything about no Kingdom husband, Kingdom wives, Kingdom spouse, Kingdom marriage. They just know, they feel like she's the one. That's what they feel like. They feel like you're the one but they don't know the dynamic of it. They don't understand that you're the one that God assigned them for a particular reason, for a particular assignment that you all are assigned to do together. They just assume that she's a beautiful woman, she look good, she's smart, she's hardworking, whatever your quality is. They just assume that that's what they're attracted to, not realizing God put all of that in you to attract them to you for his purpose. It wasn't because, and don't get me wrong, you're not only here to be a wife, you're not only here for this one assignment, but God possessed you with all of those things that attracted your kingdom spouse to you for the assignment that God has for you all to do together. You're held more accountable than your kingdom spouse is held for the things for your actions than they're held for their actions. So where it may be they're with someone else right now, they may be in a relationship, not married. I'm not saying that they may be married. I'm not talking about any married men, ladies. I'm talking about they may be in a relationship with someone else right now. They may be out just for the streets. They may just be dating around. They may just be living their best life right now. And God may have told you that you can't do that, but you don't understand why I can't do it, but he can do it. But it's because, like I said, he understands that that's the woman I want to marry, but he don't understand the dynamic of the relationship. He just think it's the physical. He not seeing everything that's within. He only see what's at the surface. He don't see what's below the surface. And you understand the assignment, and God is holding you more accountable to keep this union glued together, keep this union in place. You're the one that's responsible for covering this union. You're the one that's responsible for praying for your kingdom spouse, praying for you, praying for y'all marriage, and for God to bring y'all together. God allow you to see things and allow you to see what your kingdom spouse has going on for you to know what to pray for. God is ordering your steps. He expects you to uplift your kingdom spouse. He expects you to give him guidance towards this union. It's not for you to give him guidance in the physical. It's not for you to go telling him, you're supposed to be with me. No, it's not for you to do any of that. But with your power of your prayers, with the power in your prayers. Okay, God, let me get into that topic too then. With the powers of your prayers, you're the one that's supposed to be guiding and keeping this union together. You're the one that's supposed to be building this union up by your powers, the powers in your prayer. So it was another topic that I want to talk about too with my ladies. But I had, and it came up. So I was saying, I don't know if it was what other message, but I guess with me just saying that, God giving me permission to speak on this topic. But this other topic that I want to talk about, me and my best friend a couple of months ago, or probably about a month or two ago, me and one of my best friends was talking about how back in high school, when I met her, I was very drawn to her. And I used to call her mama because she came from the country to the city, and she had this very old soul, and she just acted like everybody mama. We was in the 9th grade. Well, she was in the 10th grade, I was in the 9th grade. She walked around in heels every day. She wore stilettos every single day. Had her makeup on, long weave, just like an old woman. And she talked like an old woman. She was way mature before her age, and she was just so old. So I used to call her mama. And so I would always call her mama because I'm just like, she gave me like the vibe of a mother. And so eventually I switched from, and I really looked at her like a spiritual mom or something. And I switched from calling her mama to her being my best friend, because I ended up going to her hometown with her, and sister cut loose. And I'm like, oh, this ain't the girl I'm used to. She was a different person. So she became a home girl. I couldn't call her mama no more because I seen too much for her to be my mama. And so she became my best friend. And I still look up to her. Don't get me wrong. I can't knock her spiritual gift from her just because, everything I've seen when I went with her for that weekend. But after that weekend, she was my homegirl. She was my mama no more. But yeah, so me and her was talking, and back in school, we would always be like, real, recognize real. And so, but like when we was having this conversation, we was like, we always said real, recognize real, but what we didn't realize, it was our spirit connecting to each other. It was the spirit within us that recognized each other. We thinking that we just, we're both just the realest girls in the school, so we thinking, this is what we're thinking. Now, we may not be the realest girl in school, but this is what we're thinking. So we think we just the two realest girls in the school, and we just connected. But when really in our actuality, it was our spirit connected with each other, and our spirit is what drew us to each other. So we went on to talk, and since I'm talking to my ladies, I'm gonna be y'all know one thing about me. If you've been to my channel before, you know I'm very transparent. I'm not your average. I'm just a girl who love God. I ain't no pastor. I ain't trying to put on like one. It's just really me having conversation with my homegirl, my homeboys. That's it. So don't hold me up to no higher standards. I'm just your homegirl who love talking about God. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So my topics, my conversations may not be as civilized, as sophisticated as all these other people who speak on the same topics as me. Because they may be prophets, they may be pastors, they may be teachers, they may be leaders. I'm none of that. I'm just your homegirl, just having a conversation with you who love talking about God. That's it. So let's get into it. So me and my best friend, we were just talking about, you know, how we always be like, women hold the power. This is for my kingdom wives. So we're talking to my girls, to my ladies or my women or whatever you want to be considered. But we was talking about how women, we hold the power. Like, well, you know, people always tell you that you hold the power because you got that down there. But me and my homegirl, I was like, you know, and I was telling her, I said, they always saying that women are powerful because we got a vagina. I said, but for some reason, I feel like I'm way more powerful than a lot of women. And y'all know also, if you've been watching me for a while, I feel like if you watch my videos, we're one body. So I feel like the women who connects with me, y'all probably on like y'all spirit may be just like how I said with me and my best friend, our spirit recognize each other's spirit. I feel like y'all spirit recognizes my spirit. So hopefully we on the same vibe, and I feel like maybe this may be the same situation with y'all. Let me know in the comments if you align with this or not, if you feel the same way or not. If you don't, it's fine. Let me know if you agree with this. If you don't, just keep it to yourself and keep it moving, because I don't be wanting to hear, you know, I don't feel like you need to tell somebody if you don't agree with them. But if you agree, if this relates to you, let me know. So, and if you don't agree, it's fine. You can comment, just do it in a respectable way. That's it. But, so yeah, so I was just saying, you know, people always say that women hold power, like the power is in our vagina. I hope I can say that on YouTube. Okay, so I think I can, but we hold the power in that down there, you know, in our girl, and so I was just like, you know, all women have one, but I just feel like me with men, I feel personally that every man, like I feel like I'm the best thing that happened to every man that I ever met. I feel like I'm, you know, and not to knock anybody else or not to say that, oh, I'm just that girl, but I just feel like every man is drawn to me on a whole different level. I feel like I'm that one girl, like that one girl that they never had before. Like, well, of course I'm that girl that they never had before because they never had me until they got me. But I just feel as if I'm that girl that got away. I feel like I'm too good to be true. I feel like that I'm just different. Like I'm just an upgrade from all the rest of them. And not even talking about my accomplishment, because someone talk to women who have accomplished way more than I have, and especially with me being like me dating mostly older men, of course the women that they have dealt with have accomplished way more than I have. So it's not with the physical accomplishment. It's not even with the physical way I look or anything. But I feel like I just be a step above what they used to. And so I was telling my best friend, I said, I don't think it's the power in the vagina, because all of us have one. Every woman I know got one, unless they changed it. But I haven't met a woman yet that changed. Well, I have, but that's a different topic for a different day. But I just don't feel like it's the power in my stuff. I feel like I got more power than the power that's down there. Like, I feel like I possess way more than what's down there and what's in the physical. And so I was telling her, I said, I feel like our spirit. I said, I feel like it's our spirit. Something with our spirit that these men, that a lot of women don't possess, that these men is attracted to. And it scares them because they don't understand. Like, oh, like, who is she? Like, where she come from? Why she make me feel the way she made me feel? Like, I feel like that's what these men, I feel like that's what it is, you know? And ladies, I'm talking to y'all too. No, it's not for every woman, but if you're watching this video, as I stated, I feel like we're one body. And I feel like if you relate to me, if you watch my videos and you're not a troll and you just really, you vibe with me, I really feel that you're connected to me as one body. And I feel like this may stand for you as well. But I was telling her, I feel like it's more than, I feel like the power is in our spirit. And the power, so what made me say I feel like it was okay for me to talk about it was the power in the prayer. So you got power behind your prayer. You got power, it's power within you, in your spirit. It's not that down there that's keeping them, yeah, that may be good. Let's just be transparent. That may be good. You may be doing something down there. But it's more to you than that. Like, yeah, we all have one of those. So no, that's not going to keep a man. No, that's not going to make a man wife you. No, that's not going to make a man love you or anything else. We all possess one of those. So it's not, you can't tell me I got power in there when it's millions of other women that has one of those down there. So no, it's power in your prayer, and it's power in your spirit. And because of the power, and the reason I said I want to talk about that, because, you know, power of the P, and I'm like, power of, you know, you can look at power of the P as power of your prayer, power of your, or power of your paper. You know, it's all about what you want to look at it as. But it's power in your prayer, and because of the power in your prayer, you're the one that's supposed to be holding this thing together. And let me say this also, you know, the ones who I'm talking to, this is not for everybody. But if you feel like you relate, this is for you. And the power in you have power in your prayer. And God knew the power that you had in your prayer. He knew that your prayer was powerful. Your prayers was powerful enough. Thank you, God. It's something else I got. But let me finish this statement. I'm going to tell you what I just heard. But because of the power in your prayer, God knew that you can do the assignment and hold the assignment together. So you can go into this kingdom relationship, and you can keep the glue and keep it stuck. You will take the glue and keep this union stuck together, even with everything that may come your way. Oh, thank you, God, for reminding me of that too. So let me say this one thing before I get to that. So yeah, in the power. Okay, so this is what I heard when I stopped the first time. The power in your prayer is not because you pray. It's not because you getting on your knees and praying, or you writing your prayers down, or you spending more time with God, or you praying louder than the next person. But you believe with your prayer, the belief that you have behind, the faith that you have behind your prayer. You believe in your prayers. See, a lot of people pray, but they don't believe in their prayers. And this person who I'm speaking to, you believe in your prayer. You have belief behind it. You have faith, strong faith behind. You have stronger faith than your mustard seed, is what I just heard. You have stronger faith than the mustard seed in your prayers. So when you go and pray, you're not just praying just to pray because you need God, but you're praying with belief that God is going to show up and show out for you. And that's why God chose you for this assignment, because he knew the power and the faith that you possess. The next thing was that I was stopped for was because last night God was also telling me that, you see things and you're going through things with your kingdom spouse, and you see that they may be as I stated, you see that they may be in a relationship. You see that they may be talking to other people. You see they for the streets. They just might be for the streets, sis. They just might be for the streets. But you see that, and because you see that they're for the streets, it stresses you out. They may be doing stuff that just bothers you, whatever it may be. And yeah, this for people who may not be in union with their kingdom spouse just yet. And this is what I'm saying now. The rest, you may already be in a union with your kingdom spouse, but this is what I'm saying now. You may, or even this for who, who, if this for you, but you may see the things that your kingdom spouse may not be at carrying himself as a kingdom husband just of yet. He may not be, as God may have you walking and carrying yourself as a wife. And even if you don't have the ring yet, but God may still have you carrying yourself as a wife. And you see that, you're looking at your kingdom husband like, okay, God, why you got me waiting? Why you got me carrying myself like a wife? And this man carrying on like a single man. Like, he's carrying on like he's for the streets. You may see him liking other people's pictures. You may see him dating other people. You may see him out in the clubs doing all kind of craziness that you just feel like, okay, why is he for the streets? But the reason being, God had, and then it may be y'all just, if y'all are in union, y'all may be going through things. Y'all may keep having separations or fallouts and all kind of craziness going on. But it's because God have y'all going through these things to teach you how to fight in the spirit and not in the physical. He's teaching you how to cover your marriage while y'all in separation, so that when y'all come into union, you will know how to fight in the spiritual. And the enemy can't creep in with every little thing, having y'all fighting in the physical. So God is, so you going through these things, but it's not to fail you. It's to grow you. It's not to bring you down. It's to grow you. It's to put an extra layer on you. It's to shed your skin and renew it, and to put another layer of skin on you. So when you go through stuff, and when you're seeing things that's bothering you, when your kingdom spouse is just not carrying himself in a way that you agree with, just continue to pray for him, and continue to and understand that is not because he don't love you, not because he don't care about you, not because he not ready, but it's because he don't know no better. He don't know no better. He don't know no better, sis. He don't know no better. And God is growing him, teaching him. He's growing y'all. He's growing both. Y'all are growing from this experience. But God is trusting you with him. God trusts that your prayers will get him where he need to be. God trusts that you would do this assignment, and you will cover him, and you will get him where he needs to be in this moment. I don't want to go on, and because I feel like now I'm just trying to look for something to say, but I do have a verse for y'all. And then God took me to Acts 2:23, but I'm gonna start at Acts chapter 2 verse 22 through 28. Baby, it's about for me. It's about for me. Why you out there bobbing freely? Okay, so we're gonna go to Acts chapter 2 verse 22 through 28. So it reads, fellow Israelites, listen to this. Jesus of Nazareth was a man accredited by God to you by miracles, wonders, and signs which God did among you through him. Okay. Which God did among you through him, as yourself knows. Okay, I'm going to read that again. I'm going to read partial of that. Jesus of Nazareth was a man accredited by God to you by miracles, wonders, and signs, which God did among you through him, as yourselves know. So I feel like that is stating that your kingdom spouse was given to you by God, and God did work through you. God did things for you. He grew you through him, if you know what I mean. Now, I ain't saying your kingdom spouse is Jesus. He ain't Jesus. Don't get me wrong. Don't go carrying on like you feel like you're Jesus. But you do supposed to love your husband like you love Christ, okay? But he's not Jesus, but God sent your kingdom spouse. And you know, I said that you're more mature. God trusted you with him. But God grew you through him. Like, because of him, because of the preparation that you had to get, because you're trying to get to him, God knew that if he put him in front of you, you would make those actions. God knew that no other man would have you change the person that you are but him. Like, he grew you, even without being there with you, without telling you that, hey baby, I need you to do this, or hey, I need you to do that. He was able to, God knew that this person, just this type of man, just this person, how he is, will make you want to be a better person, will make you want to pray more, will make you want to grow more, will make you want to go achieve those accomplishments that you have achieved, to make you want to just be a better woman overall. God knew that this man, seeing the type of person that this man is, will make you want to elevate yourself. And even though the man wasn't present, but God, being that God revealed him to you, because God revealed what kind of man he was, it made you want to be better. It made you want to be better. Yeah, you have not came into union with your kingdom spouse yet, but because of the things that you see in him, it made you want to be better. So God used him to grow you through him. Yeah. So I'm reading it again and I'm continuing on. Fellow Israelites, listen to this. Jesus of Nazareth was a man accredited by God to you by miracles, wonders, and signs, which God did among you through him, as you yourselves know. This man was handed over to you by God, deliberate plan and foreknowledge. And you, with the help of wicked men, put him to death by nailing him to the cross. So that was the original verse that God sent me to, and it said was Acts 2:23, and it reads, "This man was handed over to you by God, deliberate plan and foreknowledge, and you, with help of wicked men, put him to death by nailing him to the cross." So God gave this man to you deliberately, and and God knew what. I'm gonna continue to read because I don't want to mess this up. But God raised him from the dead, freeing him from the agony of death, because it was impossible for death to keep its hold on him. David said about him, "I saw the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I will not be shaken. Therefore my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest in hope, because you will not abandon me to the realm of the dead. You will not let your Holy One see decay. You have made known to me the paths of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence." So, and y'all know I have the study Bible, so I'm gonna go down here and read how they broke it down. And it says, the death of Jesus on the cross was not accidental. Luke clearly informed his readers that the cross was in the eternal plan of God for the salvation of the world. Freeing him from the agony of death refers to the fact that death could not hold Jesus, a reference to his resurrection. So the death of your kingdom spouse would be like you're giving up on your kingdom spouse, or you letting him go, or you like just giving up, and you just walking away from the kingdom union thing. That's what I'm getting from this. But God had a plan for you all, and God knew that, like, what you seeing, how your kingdom spouse carrying on, what you getting frustrated with him, what you becoming upset or whatever, it will grow y'all union. It will grow y'all union. I don't know how to explain that, and I think I explained it better yesterday, but it will grow y'all union. And I guess the best way for me to do explain this is to give an example. Me and my kingdom spouse, I noticed a lot of times and I tell my friends this, over the years we have had many, like, we don't have major problems, don't get me wrong. It's not major problems, but over the years we will fall out about little things that just creep in. It's like the enemy always, when we're good, the enemy always find a way to creep in and just put us in separation again. And at one point I felt like it was the enemy, but then I started to feel like it was all a part of God's plan. Like, true story, I felt like it was part of God's plan. And I started realizing, like, those things had to happen. But each time, I must say that me and my kingdom spouse, we grew closer. It would pull us apart for a problem, and then we're getting better with that. But we would not talk for months at a time. And when, at first, in the beginning, it would start out as him. Like, he would hold a grudge really bad. But then, and I would be like trying to, like, because I forgive easily. I let go and let God real fast. But he holds grudges. And so I would, like, reach out and be like, hey, like, come on now. Like, it's not that serious. But to him, it would be very serious. And eventually I learned to just, like, you know, when he do get in his own way, I just let him stay there. And eventually he'll come around. And, but now I notice he don't hold grudges as long and as hard. I don't know if he just seen that I wasn't that person. I don't know. But so but when we do come back together, we be over the situation. We let it go, and we be much better. It's like we grow closer. And over the years, I noticed, I don't know if it's with age or just with us going through the things that we've been through. I don't know if it's with age or with us just going through all the fallouts or whatever that we've been through, which has causing us to learn how to fight and get back, you know, taught us how to fight differently or something. But I noticed that we don't fight as much. Things may bother us. We may take a little day or two to cool down, but then we come back together and we good. We don't argue about the small stuff. We don't fight about the small stuff like that anymore. And I feel like that's the thing with this topic, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like that's what it was with this, like with God, with Jesus' death. It was to change some things. So when you and your kingdom spouse may go through something, it may feel like, they just, you know, dang, the relationship is over. It's not. God is gonna bring it back to life. He's gonna resurrect it. He's gonna resurrect the relationship, and when he resurrects it, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be stronger. It's gonna be much better. But God needed you, and he's trusting you to hold it together. And that's why he put you in this union with this person. It was no other woman. I can't do it for your kingdom spouse. No other woman can do it for your kingdom spouse. Even that woman that he may be with, she can't do it for him. It's you. God chose you. And so that is what I'm trying to say. I hope y'all got the message from that. So because I'm gonna continue on. But and I'm gonna read this from my study Bible, and it's co-workers in the kingdom. And some of y'all have this Bible, and the ones that do have the same Bible as me, y'all already told. If you do have the same Bible as me, where I'm reading from now is chapter 15. It's on page 1577, but it's the women ministry, and it's about the co-workers in the kingdom. And it reads, women in the New Testament were not spectators. They played an active, vibrant, and vital role in the day-to-day function of the church. God poured out his spirit upon both sons and daughters. In spirit-empowered women minister using the full spectrum of gifts. Besides evangelism, prophecy, teaching, and discipleship, women were involved in countless other ministry, together with service to their families, according to their respective spiritual gifts. Women were an active part of the assembly in Philippi. And we were involved in the establishment of the churches in Thessalonica. Paul often referred to women as his fellow workers. He specifically acknowledged Mary, and there's a few other women that I'm not going to name because I don't feel like messing up their name, as women who had labored hard for the gospel. The coming of the kingdom revolutionized the involvement of ordinary people in the work of God. Whether Jew or Greek, slave or free, male or female, kingdom ministry became the responsibility of all. So God is putting you in this for his purpose, for his ministry. I hope y'all got the message. I hope y'all understood what I was trying to say. Thank y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload another video. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed week. I love y'all. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.